Hey all, it's Rob again, and I'm working again on my area, my city or whatever, cool fun area on SMP 8. And I came up with a kind of a cool design, so I figured I'd make a tutorial. Since I've gotten so many awesome tutorials off YouTube, I'd make one of my own. So this is a tutorial for a sapling farm. I've seen a bunch of sapling farm tutorials, and none of them really, I don't know, it didn't work very well for me, and it wasn't very efficient. Um, so this is pretty much, it's low tech, it's easy to build. It looks kind of cool. It's not super cool, but it's not a giant eyesore like my tree farm, which is the whole reason I wanted saplings in the first place. I made a highly efficient tree farm that, for a full cube of wood, which will fill up this like storage area here that I made. So it fills that up, and it only uses a net total of about 5 or so saplings. Between 5 and 7 at most. That's the loss, but it is a loss. It's not completely self-sustaining. I maximize the amount of saplings that you get per tree that you create, but it's still a loss. So eventually I was needing saplings, and it was a pain in the butt to go out and farm saplings. So if you have a need for saplings for whatever reasons, you want saplings, wow, crazy, glitchy cows. This is a cool design. So I've got it all set up here. I'll basically show you how it works. All you do is you cut down this one little piece of wood, and the tree will automatically start decaying those leaf blocks up there. So you just go through, boom, boom, boom. I've got 20 of these little trees set up here, these little sapling generators. And for a full yield of 20, it pays itself back. So you get your 20 saplings back, and then you get close to a stack of saplings. So essentially you get between 3 and 4 saplings per tree with a full yield. So I'm just going here, I'm crushing these down. As soon as you break that wood block, all the leaves begin to deteriorate. So yeah, I'll break this, and then by the time I get done breaking all this, see there's some already dropping from these right away. Then you just go through and you pick up your saplings. You clever guys can probably find some kind of like minecart hopper way to have it pick up all the saplings for me or for you. I don't really care. I just run through and pick them up myself. But I usually just like break all of these, and then while it's decaying, I go over there and I harvest a wood cube, and then I come back and pick up the saplings, and then I just do it all over again. And that's a good way of making a bunch of resources from nothing, essentially. So I'll just show you real quick how it works. The only real device here is you need 2 repeaters, a bunch of redstone, and then some building blocks. I have an optional like on-off switch for the whole thing, which is totally optional. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and show you how to build it. This is survival. So I have everything lit up here at night, so we should be okay still. I'll just put another torch over here just in case. I don't need any creeper madness coming along here. Alright, so let's just start everything over here. I'll just break this, show you how it works. It's really, really easy. Yeah. So all you need is 2 repeaters, a redstone torch, a bunch of redstone, depending on how many of these things you make. And then for each tree, you need a dispenser and some dirt. You need 7 dirt for each tree. So, excuse me, there you go. So let's just make the circuit real quick so you can see how it goes. You make a pad of 6 like this, whatever building block you want, and you put a repeater here. Where the hell did that other repeater go? There it is. And then you put a repeater there, so they're kind of like crossed, or opposite directions. You're going to need a block there, and a block there, so on opposite corners. And then need redstone dust there, redstone dust there, and then this is like the signal will exit this block here. And this is like where the signal starts. So then you just take a torch, and then you just right click then left click, like just roll your fingers or whatever, and it'll place it and break it. So, and there it goes. So you see it starts that pulse, that ticking pulse. If you screwed up and you just put that in there and then you don't break it fast enough, you miss or whatever, and this thing is turned on, just break that repeater to de-energize the circuit, lay it down, and then just try again. Okay, so then you just, there's your pulse, and the pulse comes through here, comes out this block, and then it just goes to each dispenser. Like, so I have got a dispenser with sitting on a cobblestone block, really low tech here, but in that dispenser will start shooting out bone meal as fast as it can once like a sapling is placed on the wood or on the dirt block. So all you got to do is place a sapling there, boom, it grows a full tree's worth of wood or of leaf blocks, and then one quick, you break one block, and that's it. This will start to decay, and then you can just multiply it as many of them as you want. The only trick is place a block down. Don't try and do this on ground level, because if you do, like you put the dispenser on ground level, it'll make the tree, but then the leaves, like see if this tree had been grown on ground level, the leaves will be like in your way, and you gotta like hack through the leaves to get this stupid trunk piece broken. So put a dirt block down and do everything like one level up, and then it's just easy to just break the wood block too. So that's pretty much it. The way to build this thing is you build it one wood block down, and then skip a space, and then go 6 wood blocks up. Now I have glowstone up there so that I'm in survival, so I don't want stupid ass creepers or skeletons spawning on the top of those wood block or those dirt blocks, which they do. So that's why those glowstones are up there. That's optional, or you can use some block with torch on there if you don't have glowstone. Your scarce resources or something, but that's just what I got, and that's why it's up there. And that's it. So there's my tutorial. It's an easy way to get a ton of saplings. It's, kind of cool looking, I guess. It doesn't look super terrible. It's like kind of like a tree grower. And, the trees are in a line. Oh, the other thing is you want between the blocks, okay. So if that's where you're going to grow one, count out 6 and then place your next block. So it'll be the 7th block over. You want a 6-block gap in between the two trees. Otherwise, they get too close together and the leaves don't decay right, and you lose, you lose some of your yield. You'll waste leaf blocks. So you want 6 empty spaces in between each block, and other than that, wire it however you want. You can hide your wire underground if you're, super high speed. I don't give a shit about that, so I just put the wire right on the ground, and it gives me a quick visual. Now, the thing about this is, and about my tree farm design too, this, like if you go away for too long, I've gone to the nether and gone around for a couple hours and come back and it's still on, but for whatever reason, sometimes this turns off, okay? So, don't freak out if it gets turned off somehow. It'll just be like that, and then it won't work. So you just come over here and this is kind of like a pilot light on your stove. You just restart the pilot light, and boom. So yeah, I just keep a chest with some extra redstone torches to restart it and whatever else. And then the rest of it is just keep these things in bone meal. It doesn't take a ton. If you fill them up with bone meal, each one, you will last for a long, long time. But bone meal should be no problem for anyone with a skelly spawner. So if you don't have one, then go find one, because they're really useful. So that's my tutorial. Go ahead and thumbs it up, or post your flames and your trolls. I don't really care. If you've seen this design somewhere else first, let me know, because I have not seen this particular design. I've seen a few other ways to get saplings, but this one's kind of easy, and You know, you don't doesn't require a bunch of building of rooms or anything. It's just right out in the open. Build your little kind of trees, and you know, it's like a tree grower that is not a pain in the ass to get the saplings out of. So it's a million extra words that I didn't need, but there you go. Thank you, YouTube, for watching this, and let me know if you want to see anything else. That's it. Rob is out.